Okay, so we're having a conversation about, oh, that's not a flattering pause for Gina. That's not, I won't do that to her. Valid points that she's bringing up. You are growing up, if not already grown up, past this point of where I am. I want to have fun and do all the cheesy, crazy things at camp. I want to leave cups of soda on Elsa's castle, and you're over here like yelling at the kids, making sure they behave and being the teacher. And so maybe we're just at two different speeds. Valid argument. He makes it about Ricky. EJ literally had an entire character arc in season 2 about owning up to his mistakes and owning his feelings and not lying and all this stuff. And then now it's like that never happened. It's like that all went completely out the window, and he's EJ season 1 again. Why did we have such a great character development for Ricky, and then EJ was like, can't, boom. Like, why? Why can't we just have a civil breakup and have it not work? Or like I said, have them not even have been a couple in the first place, and then have this conversation be like, clearly this isn't going, maybe this isn't going anywhere. Why do we have to have him look like an idiot? Why do we not only have to have him look like an idiot, but a jerk? An inconsiderate jerk?
About Ricky.
I don't like that.
I know there's history there.
I was trying to make a future with you.
And I know that I don't have a solid plan.
All my life has been about change. Maybe is all I've ever known.
Yeah.
We're great together.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes at the beginning of the summer. But we haven't really been together this summer.
Gina
Not
sees
really.
it.
I can't be a maybe anymore, EJ. Not now and not later. Can it really be over if it never really got a chance to start?
Elton John?
So that is, it's funny that she said that. Can it really be over if it never even started? We were good together, yeah, for like 5 minutes. That's an argument that I have given to people where I'm like, we got no sweet moments. We got no sweet Portwell. It's like, you have to have an up in order to have a down, right? We never got an up. And everyone was like, oh yeah, the first 2 episodes, they were adorable. No, the first episode, we had a sweet moment with them in the car. And then the second episode, we had a sweet moment with them on the porch. It was 2 moments. And then he gave her flowers at one point. It's like, we got nothing. We got nothing. And Gina literally said it herself. Can something end if it didn't even start? They shouldn't have been a freaking couple. I hate this writing. I love the show. This writing sucked. I burst in the door
and I'm like, hey, Gina. Is there something important I kind of have to tell you if you have a sec?
Such bad timing.
Wait if there's something you're working
Yeah,
through.
do you think, Ricky? Look at her face.
It's okay. I got that. It's okay.
General reminder about PDA.
Dude, where the hell have you been?
And the reminder is don't.
Courtney.
You're not alone. Oh, when I can't breathe. You can't breathe, but you can sing? Music is magic.
Big break. So
My big break was spending this summer with you girls. I'm good.
Goodbye to somebody that I wasn't even expecting to say hello to tonight. So I'm a little upside down.
She was glowing.
When you were ready.
Oh, is she gonna do it? Is she gonna do it?
on the swings. I forgot about swings. I think I just broke up with EJ. Let's talk about it later.
Maybe I can wake up as someone else.
My heart hurts.
You're not alone. Can't believe I'm here right now. I can see myself lift off the ground, but I won't stop trying.
Bro, go climb that wall. Oh, I like that moment.
Hey. Hey.
How many acres has this place?
1.
It's about Carlos. He wants to do it.
Why is this making me cry?
know you're one of us now, right?
Oh.
EJ's directing a movie for the Disney Channel?
Honey, no. EJ is directing Frozen.
Why am I crying now? And I didn't cry when Portwell broke up. Y'all remember when I cried when Rainey broke up. That's because they shouldn't have ever been a fucking couple. I'm sorry for cursing so much in this video.
Version. And Corbin Blue. Let's get you home.
Oh, why?
You're my hero.
Oh.
Did you just call me a hero?
He's a superhero!
Did not see that coming.
What was the thing you were gonna tell me earlier? What did you say? We kind of broke up tonight.
I told him that he looked majestic as Olaf.
Oh my god, they're literally trying to kill me.
Good night.
Night, Ricky.
Really, they had to have EJ walk out, and now he doesn't finish his bucket list.
Hey, are you okay?
Where's Val again?
Absolutely.
Oh, I thought it was over. But then she said maybe she still likes me.
What's up, hippies?
Did you hear from Val?
I guess that means none of the new girls caught your eye this summer.
What's up, hippies?
Are they trying to say that Maddox has a thing for Ashlyn?
Sorry, what?
You were looking for me?
Oh, yeah, did you hear from Val?
No, why?
He wants to try and stir up all kinds of trouble. And it could mean that opening night will be a train wreck. Buckle up.
Was it? That may have been the most anticlimactic ending of an episode ever. Buckle up, and then EJ just walks away. You know what? We're gonna put it on Courtney on the frickin' rock wall. Why? Because that's awesome. I'm gonna stop cursing. Alright, so there you have it. Episode 7. Camp Prom. Good lord. I'm not kidding. I don't even want to talk right now. I don't want to talk. We meet JoJo Siwa. We meet Madison. I love JoJo Siwa. I think she's great. We find out the whole reason they broke up was because Maddox was being super clingy and Madison wasn't feeling it. I don't like, however, that they had it happen at the dance. Because as I mentioned, I got broken up with the day before high school senior graduation. And it freaking sucked. That was, yeah, it was awful. And so, dance is so much less than a high school graduation. But I would imagine it still hurts a lot. Fun with your friends and everything, and then that happens, that's terrible. So I just think I don't know, some of the writing in this show for this season has been a little sloppy in my opinion. I'm sorry. Get mad at me if you want. Be defensive if you want. That is just my opinion. I think season 1 and season 2 were spot freaking on. It was perfect. And season 3 just feels to me like it unraveled a little bit. There are definitely some things that I just have an issue with. And as small and silly as that one is, it's one of them. This girl dumped you at prom because you were being too clingy, but like, here I am, forgive me. I don't know, I don't like that. But anyway, I thought it was really sweet that she sang her the song. I thought it was really sweet that JoJo danced with her, even though she said she has 2 left feet and she didn't want to. I liked that was really cute. Sebastian, my Seb, is here, and we got to hear him sing with Carlos, which is awesome, fantastic. I love it. We got our cheesy, ridiculous little one-liners from Seb. I needed to hear those. I miss them so much. Fantastic. Ashlyn is glowing and beaming, and I think it's really weird that we don't have Val in this episode. Now, I was forgiving a lot of things because I was like, well, they filmed during COVID. They didn't. They did not. Somebody on Patreon cleared that up for me. They did not. In fact, they filmed the second season, part of it, I think it was half of it, during COVID, which blew my mind because, again, I thought the second season was freaking phenomenal. But they didn't film this one during COVID. So there is no excuse for half of the things they did. I don't know why Seb, Big Red, and Howie aren't there. I don't know why Val is missing from half the scenes. Like, there are times where she isn't there, and she totally should. Like, it just didn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense. There are, what was the episode? Susie Fine episode, wasn't it? Yeah. I think it was the Susie Fine episode. She wasn't in the whole entire episode. Now this one, she wasn't in the whole entire episode. Like, I understand that Meg Donnelly has a lot going on, so maybe they couldn't get her for these episodes, but at the same time, couldn't you have just filmed scenes for these episodes when you did have her? Like, literally just have her be at the dance, be like, hey, and then, like, that's it. Like, you couldn't have filmed one scene of her in 70s attire being like, this is a fun dance. Do, like, a little wave or something and then be done with it. It just feels weird having them talk about her and not be there. Or like at the end when Maddox is like, did you hear from Val? Why don't we just hear from Val? It doesn't make any sense. It's a little weird. But so we have Ashlyn happy. She's out. She is proud. We have Carlos giving her the little pin. I freaking love that. I think that was so sweet and so cute. And I'm happy for her. Now, the end there confuses me a little bit because we have Maddox telling EJ that, you know, Madison and I are going to talk after camp. It's so sweet, blah, blah, blah. And then he says, no new girls caught your eye? As Ashlyn walks by. I'm sorry, what? Literally catching her eye as she walks by. So I feel like they're trying to signify that maybe Maddox has a crush on Ashlyn, which is really interesting because never got any indication of this before. I guess I could kind of see it in little things now, but I feel like having the closure with Madison may have brought that to the surface. So, I mean, it makes more sense than Portwell, but anyway. Interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that Maddox has a thing for Ashlyn? My only problem with the Ashlyn situation is that, and I see a lot of people mentioning this in the comments, she's acting like Biggie isn't a thing. Is it just me? Or is it, they're still together, right? Would have liked to see her accept this new part about herself, but also at least mention the fact that she has a partner and have that worry her a little bit. Like, if I'm with somebody and I start crushing on someone else, my first initial reaction is going to be, oh my God, what do I do with this situation? There's a difference between physical attraction and there's a difference between emotional attraction. And I feel like they're trying to say that Ashlyn is having a physical and emotional attraction to Val. You're allowed to be with somebody and think someone else is attractive. I've talked about this before. Like, I am with Robbie, but I think other people are attractive. That's not cheating on him. That's wrong. That's human nature. But she's acting like she wants it to go somewhere, maybe, you know? Like, I don't know. It bothers me that they haven't had her utter Big Red's name once. Or have it be like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Or like have her at least clear the air and be like, even though I'm with Biggie, I love that I found this out about myself. Boom, done. But they're ignoring the fact that he even exists, and that bothers me. But I'm happy for Ashlyn. Carlos, somebody brought this up about Courtney's anxious issues, that they didn't really show enough of it, and they kind of just threw it in there. I feel like they did that with Carlos. So I didn't even realize. During Color Wars, he keeps making, or twice at least, he made comment about how he's uncomfortable with his shirt off. And like how he need, like, oh, I need Ryan Gosling abs and stuff like that. It didn't occur to me until the editing process of the episode that he is having body image issues, that he does not feel comfortable in his own skin. And I feel like that's something that's extremely important that was touched on slightly last year with Ashlyn saying, I shouldn't be Belle. I don't look like a Disney princess. I don't look like the traditional Belle. But aside from that, they've never actually talked about that in this show. So I loved the fact that they were showing that with Carlos. I think it was very important. Again, someone as like, it was similar to Courtney's issues. Someone who's very strong, who's very independent, who's very, I don't give a crap about anything. to have that as a problem, I think is important to show. But now we resolved it, so everything's fine. What the fuck, writers? Like, maybe a little more? Like, give me a little more. I feel like we deserved a little more with that. And I think they just wanted to have a montage paralleled to Courtney's issues of resolving and fighting and letting go of your fears, which I get. But again, like, maybe develop that issue a little bit more, and then it would have made more sense. So as happy as I am that Carlos conquered his fears, could have used some more. But I loved all the sweet moments with Seb. And I loved their duet. I love that song. That was a good song, and I loved their duet. Courtney climbs that rock wall. You go, girl. You climb that rock wall. I love that they had her do this. It's such a perfect example of conquering your fears when you're ready to do so and you feel prepared. I loved the scene with the girls coming around her and singing that song to her, and it just felt so empowering, like this chain, this link of support. I love women supporting women, always. We're here for you. You got this. I love that. That got me more emotional than the breakup. I love that. That's true emotion right there. That support for people that you love. So this whole scene with Courtney, I absolutely love it. I love the fact that, well, I don't feel like she is going to be giving Ashlyn the part now. I loved Ashlyn's response to her. And so I think that she's going to knock it out of the park with Elsa. I think she's going to be fine. Maddox, what a sweetheart. So Maddox gives this beautiful speech to Jet, and they sing this song that they used to sing when they were little and that he loved, and everything's good between them now, and I'm happy. That's a nice way to resolve. That's how you build a storyline. You have a problem, you discuss the problem, you figure out both sides, you come to a conclusion, now everybody's happy. That was good buildup. Everything else that's happening this season doesn't make sense to me as far as the buildup goes, but Maddox and Jet's storyline was great. And I love that they accepted the girl, like, who was it, Ashlyn, I think? Ashlyn was like, you're one of us now. Like, I love that, because all she's wanted all summer was to bond with these people and bond with the girls especially. She even mentions that, like, I wish I had more fun with them. So I love that they officially verbally told her that she's accepted. There's nobody left, is there? So last but not least, the Ricky, Gina, EJ trio. And I'm going to try to make this quick. And I was actually thinking about doing my first live ever. I've done live streams with my brother Jay, but I've never done my own live stream. And so I was thinking maybe doing a live stream later today or tonight, just to discuss everything, because I feel like a lot of people are going to have a lot of opinions about this. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'm thinking 6 p.m. my time. It's New Jersey. Yeah. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you would want to do a live stream, or if you would partake in the live stream. Send a rainbow flag emoji. Yeah, send a rainbow flag emoji if you want to partake in the live stream. Ricky's trying to finish his bucket list, and he only has a few left. And the number one thing being that he needs to he needs to do something that scares him. And his thing is going to be telling Gina about being recorded saying that he wasn't faking liking her in that song performance. And now we have in the side Gina trying to get EJ to dance with her. He's completely ignoring her for what feels like the 5th or 6th or 7th freaking time. I don't even know anymore. And rightfully so, she breaks up with him. She, at the end of the dance, she's like, hey, you said that you would dance the last dance with me. You would dance at least one, and you missed it. I've been telling you all summer that certain things are important to me in regards to spending time with you. You are not putting me as a priority. You're putting me last, if anything. And I'm sick of it, and I'm done. And maybe we're not supposed to be together. And then he says, don't say that. Oh, it's Ricky, isn't it? No, it's not Ricky. It's literally every freaking thing that she's been telling you throughout the entire summer. the entire summer. And the fact that they can't have EJ at least acknowledge that does not sit well with me, because the only things that he has been noticing are the things involving Ricky, which tells me that he can acknowledge when there's an issue. And it makes me feel like he is purposely choosing to ignore the issues with Gina that don't involve Ricky. But it doesn't seem like that. And again, this is my problem. It's not the situation that is happening. I'm not making excuses to sugarcoat that. It's the way everything went down. Why can he acknowledge that there is an issue where Ricky and Gina are flirting and they look a little too flirty, but he can't acknowledge that his girlfriend is literally verbally saying, "This is my problem"? EJ, spend time with me today during Color War. Okay, he's MIA the whole day. But then he'll see Ricky hold a door open for Gina, and he's like, "Oh, look at that." It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So, regardless of how I feel, even though I told you for a half an hour now, they break up. At this point, I want it to happen, which is so sad because I really don't. But like, this is my thing. If we're going to have them like this, then I don't want them. I don't want them at all. This is terrible. I wish we never had them. The show ruined Portwell for me. It did. The show completely ruined Portwell for me, and I hate them for it right now. But they break up, and EJ's kind of against this, but it is what it is. And Ricky sees Gina crying. They have an almost kiss. It is ruined by Dewey. And I think it's better that they didn't have the kiss, because if we are going to start Rina, I don't want it to be like that. I don't want their first kiss to be immediately after Portwell breaks up and Gina's in tears. Nobody wants that. So what really freaking kills me though, and it's like I feel like they're purposely trying to do things to just upset us and infuriate us. We have this cute conversation with Ricky and Gina outside. Oh, you look better. Oh, you do too. And he almost says the thing about being recorded for his bucket list, and EJ walks out. EJ walks out and sees them. And now, regardless of how stupid they're having EJ look and act this season, that's so painful. Because we've all been there, right? Haven't we? At least I know I have on more than one occasion, where you really, really like somebody, or you don't want to break up with someone, but they break up with you, and then you see them with another person. Regardless of whether it's after you've broken up with someone or if you really, really like someone, you see them with a person who you think that they might be compatible with, and you're like, that feels like a dagger to the heart. It makes you sick. It makes you so upset. They just broke up. Literally just broke up like minutes ago. And he sees them together. That just crushes my heart. I feel so bad for EJ. And then Ricky and Gina see EJ, and now Gina feels all upset and weird. And Ricky feels so weird that he doesn't even say what he wanted to say. Again, why do we have Ricky and EJ with tremendous character development all throughout the second season, and now we're halting EJ's and having Ricky be the most mature person ever? Like, Ricky literally went from being the most immature person that I've ever met to being so mature and capable of pinpointing situations that he shouldn't cross the line over. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I'm happy that Ricky can see, like, okay, you know what? Maybe this isn't the right time, because they just broke up. Here we are once again, EJ's seeing us together. And this is, if I say this, first of all, I don't think it's a good time for himself to say it. Like, I feel like if he said it at that point, Gina would have been like, Ricky, not right now. Don't ruin this moment. Not right now. I got other stuff that I'm worrying about that I have to think about. And it also would have been a little disrespectful to EJ, considering that at the end of the day, Ricky and him are friends. So they just purposely put that scene in there to piss us off? Or to stop Ricky from saying what he wanted to feel. Because not for nothing, but like, we had the conversation with Carlos where Carlos says like, oh, in a month there's going to be a trailer. So you literally have a month to tell her. The only reason there was pressure on it was because of the bucket list. He has to do something that scares him. But like, there's 1,000 other things that he could have done. And oh, you know what? That just clicked in my head. The ice bucket challenge. Is that what it was? Because after Carlos says, you're my hero, he goes across it off and he's like, I'm done. So I'm guessing the ice bucket thing was something that scared him. I don't know. I am extremely curious to see what everyone has to say about this. And I apologize, I didn't answer any of the comments. I didn't answer some of the comments from the last episode, and I didn't answer any comments from this last promo. And that's because I was going to, but then as I was getting notifications, I was seeing that people in the notifications were saying there were spoilers in the comments. And as I've stated many times before, I will watch the promos, but I don't look into anything else because some of y'all are like investigators. I respect it, but I don't want to do that for this show because we not only do we get gypped 2 episodes, but the episodes are so short, and I feel like any little picture or clip or spoiler is just so spoilery. It's so spoilery that I feel like the promos are spoilery enough that I don't want more spoiled for me than that. So I'm going to try to do my best to go back today and answer some comments and see what everybody said. But I saw a lot of people being like, spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. So I didn't want to spoil anything, so then I didn't answer the comments. I'm sorry, but like I said, I am definitely going to go back and try to answer as many as I can. I will definitely answer these because I want to talk about it. And I'm really going to try to do a live stream, hopefully today at 6. But I guess that's it. I wish Portwell never happened. I really do. I really do, because I would have rather not have had it at all than had it like this. So I'm sorry, Portwell fans. I'm so sorry. I'm there with you. Like, again, I think I said this, but I can't remember because my brain's spiraling. I didn't even cry during their breakup. I cried during Courtney climbing a rock wall. Bad writing. Bad writing, in my opinion. Sorry. Everyone throw a like or dislike if you do not like what you see, but comment down below. Let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring a link, the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. Follow us on all social media. But that is it. Tomorrow I will be doing at least another 2 episodes of Fate the Winning Saga. And Fate the Wings, it's pronounced Wings, isn't it? Fate the Wings Saga. I already have the first episode up on Patreon. I am loving it so far. So if you're interested in that, before season 2, you want to catch up with me, go check it out. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.